In this video, we're going to talk about keyword research. Now, keyword research is important because we want to show in Amazon search results for all relevant keywords for our product. And we don't want to show for keywords that have nothing to do with our product. So the way that we make sure that we are going to show up for the correct keywords is by putting in the right keywords into our listing. So I'm going to show you an example here of where we put keywords in our listing. So here's our product right now, our 30-ounce tumbler. And if we click here, edit, then it will take us into the back end of our listing. And I'm going to show you the 3 different areas or 4 different areas where keywords can be placed in our listing. So first we have our product name. All of these keywords that are in the product name will be associated with our product. We also have our description, which is our key bullets right here. These are our bullet points that we can add. These 2 are places where we put keywords. Our description, we can put keywords, and also, not to be forgotten, is our back end keywords. So if you click on keywords and you go to search terms, this is where you would put your keywords. Now if you hover over the search terms, it'll tell you a little more information. Notice it says less than 250 bytes maximum length. Then it says length limit applies. It says whole entry will be rejected upon exceeding limit. And then it goes down at the bottom and says spaces and punctuation do not contribute to the length limit. So what that tells us is in this section right here, our search terms in the back end, we can put in up to 250 different characters, and again, spaces do not count. But if we go over that 250 characters, remember that Amazon will negate this entire section, which we don't want. So again, we have our title, which will have keywords in it. We have in our description, we have our product description, which will have keywords. We have our bullet points, which is the key product features. And then we have the back end section of our listing, which is the search terms. Now, it's important to note that whatever keywords are in our title are going to be focused on the most. These should be our best keywords, followed by our then bullets and back end keywords. And then whatever stragglers are left, we can put those also in our description. Now, there's no need to duplicate keywords. For example, there's no need for us to put stainless steel tumbler in the product name or title, and then also stainless steel tumbler in the back end search terms. Amazon will already recognize that stainless steel tumbler is a keyword for a listing from the title. However, if we do not fill up the full 250 characters back here, I do like to repeat some keywords that are in our title. Now, also it goes for our bullet points. If keywords are in our bullets, they don't need to go in our search terms. However, there's nothing wrong with repeating keywords. For example, for this product, steel tumbler, would I not have tumbler or steel in my bullets? Absolutely not. It's a very descriptive keyword, and so we're trying to do 2 things with our listing. We're trying to pack it full of relevant keywords in the title, in the description and bullets, and in the back end. We want all the relevant keywords, but we also want it to be readable and to make sense to our audience. So to find our keywords, we are going to use the Viral Launch Keyword Research tool. Now there's many different ways you can go about your keyword research. This is just one of them, and this is the way that I have recently been starting to do all of my keyword research. It makes it real quick, efficient, and if you notice here, the pricing, I recommended in the product research section to go with the Pro account, which was $99. And of course, this was a monthly fee, and with the private label masters code, it's 50% off, so it's about $50. Now remember, our goal is to find our product within 1 month. So this won't be a recurring $50. No, this will be a hopefully one-time fee to get all of these features, including the keyword research, what we're going to use now. So let's go ahead and use this tool. So our product is a 30-ounce tumbler. So what we want to do is find our main keyword or search term, and that would be tumbler. So we put that here, and we click search. Now, often you've heard of a term called a reverse ASIN search, where you can actually take a competitor's ASIN and run it through a program or a software tool, and it will pull out all the keywords that they have in the listing in the front end or also in the back end. However, what I've noticed is that you may click one competitor, yet you may still be missing out quite a few keywords. So you would want to see this on many different competitors. Now, what this keyword research tool does is it's less like a reverse ASIN, but more like a reverse market search because it goes through all of the top sellers and extracts this data to find out the best and most relevant keywords. Now let's break it down here. So again, Tumblr is our seed or our main keyword. Then what we do is we go down here, then we have all these different categories, right? Priority score, relevance score, the exact search volume, and then the broad, the opportunity score, the trend of the search term, and then the suggested bid. So what we can do here is, first of all, the priority score relates this keyword to our seed keyword. Of course, 1,000 is the best, and you can sort it by the same way. And here we go. We can see what the next ones that are the most related. We see they drop quite a bit when it comes to priority. So there's not really too many very priority over other keywords for this seed keyword. Then we also have relevancy score. And again, that's 1,000 relevancy score. And again, so it looks like all of these, nothing really is jumping out over all of the other ones. They all are relatively semi-related. Whereas you'll do other searches, and perhaps you'll find one that's 1,000, you'll see some 900, some 800, and going from there. Now, another thing we take into consideration is the exact search volume. So our ideal is to find higher priority, higher relevancy, and a high search. And so we can see here, although Yeti Tumblr, which is another brand, has a crazy amount of searches, the priority score isn't very high. So perhaps that has to do with most of the other competitors don't have this keyword because it's actually a brand name. Same with Arctic. Arctic is also another brand name. And here we have Yeti again. But then we start coming down here, and then we start having more of the broad keywords or ones that we want to have in our listing. Now, one last thing I want to show you, or a couple last things, is the opportunity score. So what opportunity score is you can see here there are a lot of good related keywords for this item, right? A ton of them. However, some of these, such as like these larger searched keywords with a lot of search volume, the opportunity score, remember 1,000 is the best, are relatively low, right? So opportunity score 295, that's pretty low. And we can see the keyword is cup, right? So that probably means everybody is using this keyword in their title. However, if we search by opportunity score, these are keywords that the majority of those on the front page are not targeting. So if we can go through here and find high opportunity score and also high exact search volume, and we're able to put a few of those intermixed in our title, we'll have a lot better chance of ranking for those because the majority aren't using any of these ones that have a high opportunity score. So we would definitely go through here and look for ones that have a higher search volume. So you can do that a few different ways. You can search by exact search volume and try to find ones with good opportunity scores. Another thing that's interesting is you can see the trend of who's using these keywords. So finally, what we want to do is we want to go through this list and we want to unclick the keywords that aren't related to our product. And so I'm going to go through here and delete some of these that are brand names. Yeti is a brand name, even though this is a misspelling, I'm just going to get rid of it. Built is a brand name, Arctic. Here's another Arctic, another Arctic. Glass drinking bottle, that's not related. Atlin is another brand name. There's quite a few. So we're going to go through here and we're going to unclick all these ones that have brand names or that aren't related. Still going down here, Arctic, a lot of misspellings of Arctic, although we could probably put those in the back end. I'm just, for this example, we are going to take them out. Aqua, ours is not Aqua, it's not a glass tumbler. Straw cups for adults, that doesn't really apply. Rose gold tumbler, that won't apply. And so we go through here and we unclick all of them. Then what we're going to do is we're going to download an Excel sheet right here or copy them all to clipboard. We want all the phrases. All right, now we have everything. What we're going to go over here to is Helium 10's Frankenstein. We're going to paste them all in here. Then we're going to remove all the duplicates. So process. And let's see what we're left with over here. All right, so 657 words. Right, so all of these, which are the keywords that all the top sellers have within their listing, are broken down into these main keywords. And so I would then go ahead and remember, you can only have 250 characters in your back end, okay? And so this is including spaces, but within Amazon Seller Central backend, you can have 250 characters and not include the spaces too. So keep that in mind when you count the characters. Another thing to remember is when you're creating your listing, if you have one of these keywords in your title or in your bullets, there's no need to repeat it also in your backend keywords. So make sure not to triple dip on the same keyword, especially if you have other keywords you can fit in your backend. So as we go through here, I'm going to start narrowing these down, getting rid of some of these ones that are brand names and that don't really apply to our product. I'm going to go through here, and what you'll notice is that eventually you will narrow it and hone it down so it's just 250 characters or a few more, because remember, 250 characters, that would be counting these spaces, so we can usually do quite a bit more. And you can usually get a few more keywords than that because you're going to be placing some of these in your title and your bullets, and you will still have extra room in your backend. So that is the best keyword tool that I know of that will get the most information in the least amount of time, giving you some ideas for opportunity scores, also priority, and also helping us to see the exact search volume. Now there's other tools like merchantwords.com that many others use, but merchantwords.com are estimates of the search volume, whereas this is the actual Amazon search volume for these keywords. That's why I like to use this tool instead. So again, Viral Launches Keyword Research, if you purchase the Pro version and got 50% off, it's only $50 to use the product research, market intelligence, and also this keyword research tool. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions in the group.